Greetings, ITCE students, and welcome to week 5 for the final video number 4. I'm starting at slide number 28 with the coffee break. So the activities after this coffee break, we'll take a coffee break and then we'll reconvene for a group activity. And I encourage you to attend class in MS Teams for this activity. What we'll be doing is we'll be learning about group dynamics and the task functions and maintenance functions of group members, as well as this will be your kind of homework piece, your 1 hour blocking behaviors, those behaviors that stop a group from being successful or effective. Next week, we'll look at teams, working with people with different personalities than ours. And we'll also talk about meetings, like formal meetings in a business workplace and the procedures that go with them. So for today's discussions, the term group is defined as a collection of individuals who've come together to achieve an explicit shared goal and who perceive themselves as members of the group. Okay, so why work in groups? So I do have some e-reserves, and they're just like 5 or 6 pages, so you can click the link, but note that sometimes remember I told you their learning management system has changed a little bit, so I've got the link here, and I've also got an alternative link under most of these slides. So hopefully one or the other of them will work for you. Some of the content, though, is summarized right in the slides. All right. Why work in groups? Yeah, the probability of productive discussion, however, is related to the quality of interaction. So we want to make sure that we know how to be constructive and work well. So when to work in groups, and down here, when not to work in groups. Okay. So this is the activity. I'm just going to go over it briefly in the slides so you know what to expect if you come to class. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a scenario, and the scenario is written down here. There's going to be a group discussion about it. So before I put you into breakout groups, or depending how many students come to class, we might all do this together. On your own, you're going to write a sentence or two or a point or two that describes what you think should be done to solve the problem. And then we'll walk through the group activity together. Okay, so you'll go out and you'll discuss the solution, then you'll come back and you'll share the answer. And then depending on how things went, we'll talk about it. What I'll do is we'll do the activity again, but then I'll assign you to maybe have some group roles. Each member will have a different group role, and we'll see if things go a little bit more effectively the second time through. All right, so I anticipate that'll take us about 15 to 20 minutes after that break. I'm just scrolling down so that you'll see on your own at home, slide 45, when there's problems in your group, when there's those people or those situations that make things not so good. So you've learned some assertiveness techniques, you've learned some conflict resolution techniques, but there's specific kinds of people sometimes in your group. And this reading will give you some suggestions on how to deal with group problems and destructive team behaviors. And of course, there's a little check for understanding. So I look forward to seeing you in class and doing this fun group activity. I think it's fun. And then again, next week, we'll have another group activity. Thanks.